Hello, my lovelies. I'm back. I don't know for how long. Hopefully I'll be able to get a January setup out, but I'm not optimistic about that. But I am going to start trying to get back into the swing of things. I've not been able to upload for a while because there's been stuff going on at home, and my laptop has just been such a nightmare. It's so painfully slow. An export that should take about an hour has been taking about 30. So I'm going to try and get that fixed today. So cross your fingers for me, because if it works, it's going to make making videos a hell of a lot easier. So hopefully I will be back to making videos monthly. And so this is my 2022 setup. I spent ages trying to figure out a cover page for this, and I kept looking on Pinterest at different ones, and I thought I don't want to do something that I've seen loads of times. And however, I will say this kind of number 2 font, is it a font if it's a number? I don't know, but this number 2 font I have seen everywhere, and I mean I'm not mad about it. It's a nice font, but I'm like, I wish I'd picked something else now, because everybody seems to be using it. But I think it's pretty, so I'm using it, and that's it. Oh god, I'm rambling already. I am so out of practice. I haven't uploaded for a few months, so please bear with me if I'm a little bit scrambled. So I decided on doing this sort of half floral thing, and I just sort of winged it, because I did all the other spread page setups and left this bit till last, because I really wanted it to look nice, because I've not uploaded for so long, and I wanted it to be a good video, and I'm quite pleased with it, actually. I'm not the best at drawing florals, so what I tend to do is put circles on the page roughly where I want the flowers to go, and try and get the composition right, and then just make some sort of fairly janky looking flowers and some leaves and things. And I found the best way to make it look kind of nice is to add lots of little details, like with the lines coming off the flowers and on the leaves, and I've used 2 different colours. I've not used black in this setup because the planner is so pink and pretty. By the way, this planner is amazing. It's a Yop Tom one, and it's definitely my new most favourite journal planner book to use for bullet journaling. The pages are nice and thick, and they're really white, and it came with this really cool... I've just had a bang downstairs. It's okay, the kids are all downstairs. I'm hiding upstairs in the bedroom so I can try and get this narration done. I think they're all alive though, it's fine. They are being supervised. I've not just left them to, be feral and survive on their own. What was I saying? Oh, so yeah, just adding like lots of little different details and extra lines, and I've put little tiny circles and stars and hearts to fill in the gaps, just so it looks a little bit more full. And yes, I've not used black in this planner because I like the pink, and it's quite soft and gentle and sweet looking. So I wanted to... I used browns, 2 different browns, so that it's not quite so black and dark and, black. Jeez. This is going to be a good narration. Strap yourselves in. So I've finished up my cover page, and now I'm on to my 2020 Calendex. And I'm using this one, number 1, because I just really like the way they look. I find it so satisfying. So I always like to have one in my planner. But I'm mostly going to be using it to put little icons in for when it's somebody's birthday, and when the kids' term times are for school, the term dates. So I can just easily look, and I'll use different colour pens or highlighters or whatever for their separate term times, and mark them in. And then that way, when it comes to different times of the month, and I think, wait, are they supposed to be off school sometime soon, I can just check it, because I'm always dropping the ball with that kind of thing. And yes, I did make several mistakes throughout this setup. When I first started bullet journaling, that would have been like the end of the world. It would rip the pages out and start again. Now it's got to a point where it irritates me, because I'm like, it's no longer perfect. But just leave it. Just leave it. It's not the end of the world. It's fine. It's adds character and something to look at over the months and go, ugh. See there. So I've got 3 days because I'm highlighting the weekends. So apparently that's a 3-day weekend. Woohoo! Yeah, so I've got all that in. If you haven't seen a Calendex before, you can check out, just search on YouTube for Bullet Journal Calendex, and you can get loads of different ideas on how to use it and how to set it up and that sort of thing. But I think it looks good. It looks good, in my opinion. Yes, it does. Okay, so next up, I am doing my what's the word? Can I still blame it on baby brain now that it's his birthday tomorrow. He's going to be a year old tomorrow. And he's gorgeous and he's amazing. Of course, my other two are just as gorgeous and amazing. We're all doing really well. Thank you for the people that asked about how I was and where I'd gone, and checking up on me and the kids and stuff. We're all fine. So yes, this is my year ahead month yearly glance setup future log. It's the future log, and I've used a whole page for the first 6 months because I did that in my last planner and I just found it so much easier to use and it was clearer to look at, and I just prefer setting it up this way, and then when I go through the months it's nice and easy to set up the month that I'm setting up. I slowed this part down a little bit so you've got a better idea of how long it actually takes to do the lettering. This lettering is from Boho Berry. She had like a template printout thing, and it's just my go-to plain normal font now. I just really like it. It's quirky and it's easy to write. Please excuse my nails, and there's my arm, but my nails in this, they're those stick-on ones because I tried painting them and making them look all nice for the video, and then Ridley came and stepped on my foot while it was drying and that screwed that up, and then I just thought, and then the baby needed me and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to stick some on, but they're like way too big for my fingers. So it looks a little bit odd, but I like the colour. It goes with my journal, and now I can't get them off. They're well and truly stuck on, so if anybody's got any ideas of how to remove them, because one of them's come off and the rest is still stuck, so any ideas on how to remove fake nails, not like the ones you get done at the nail salon, but just those cheapy in-box stick-on stuff. So next I'm doing the next 6 months, and I've given myself just a spread for the full 6 months because I don't think there's going to be a lot of future planning that far into the year, so I've just got those spaces, and I'm going to put normal holidays and birthdays and anything that might happen to come up in those times, and I wanted to keep it as simple as possible. I hate writing out all these numbers. I hate it. It's like my least favourite thing about setting up a planner. I'm thinking about getting some of those little stick-in little ones that have already done it for you, but I can't seem to find the kinds that I want or like, or I don't know, maybe I'm looking in the wrong places. But yes, just a little moan there about writing all the numbers. And because I hadn't set anything up for ages, my wrist was killing. It was so painful after like the first page. So I need to get into some practice and start writing and doing more bullet journal-y stuff. I did set up my October and November spreads and I filmed them, but because my laptop was being I won't say a swear word, but because it was being a pest, I gave up I gave up. And then the next month in November, I thought, oh, I'll give it another try. And I just couldn't. It was driving me mad. And I thought, no, I'm just going to have to leave it. So if you'd like to see those setups, once my laptop is fixed, I could do a little video of them if you're interested in seeing them. I did a jellyfish one that I'm really pleased with. So it was a shame that I couldn't actually share it. But yeah, once it's fixed, maybe I could share it anyway, even though it's not going to be the right month. Maybe you could just take the design that I used and get a little bit of inspiration. I don't know. Let me know. So I've got my family, health and meds tracking. And this page, I've got the family's initials. So I've got me, Lee, Tristan, Ridley and Felix. And then I've got a space for information and notes, so what the illness was or what medication we had to take or change, if it's a dosage change or anything like that. And then at the end, I've got 1, 2, 3. And I know at the time I put it there and thought, oh, that would be really helpful. Can I remember what I put it there for? Nope. Nope, I don't know why I put it there, but I thought, well, I'll put it in anyway, because maybe I'll remember what I put it there for. But why? I can't remember. So that'll be fun, trying to figure out what that's for. If anybody else has got any ideas what was going through my head, please let me know. And then on this page, well, this spread, I've got my moments to remember, which is going to be for anything that the kids have said that's really funny or sweet, or just, things you want to remember that have happened day to day, like happy memories kind of things. And then I've got a space for significant events, which is more for, I always go back to this example, but like when Ridley broke his leg, the dates and times he was in hospital and stuff, things like that. Or if one of the kids was ever to change schools, or anything significant that's not necessarily something that's really sweet and lovely that I want to remember, but something I just think that's a date that I should really note down. That's an important date. So that's I've tried to keep it all fairly simple, this setup. I wanted it to look fairly clean and neat, and I've just kept the colours to pink, one pink pen that I've kept through it. I've got a very light grey Tombow, my 2 brown colours, and then a very pale pink pencil to add a bit of colour here, there or wherever I feel it's needed. This spread I'm really excited about using, because if you've seen any of my other videos, I have quite an in-depth health and habits tracker each month. And it's quite time consuming to fill out, and sometimes I fall off the wagon and I just look at it and I think, oh, I'm overwhelmed kind of just looking at it. But I've kept it because they are all things that I would like to keep track of. And when I am in the right place to write it down, I always find it really helpful to be able to go back and look specifically at those things. But I've made this condensed tracking overview so that number 1, at the end of the month, I can go back and write in a rough, whether or not it was a good experience or bad experience in this particular topic. So I've got the home for cleaning, whether or not I did a good amount of cleaning, a normal amount of cleaning, or a bad amount of cleaning. Same with food, whether I ate 1 meal, 2 meal, 3 meals. My mood, I'm going to put roughly how my mood was, activity, so whether or not I don't know, went out and did a walk, or if I did a workout. That never happens. If I did a workout or something like that. And then I've got a heart for family time, whether I spent enough time with my family. Another heart, a white heart for Lee, how things are in our relationship. And then I've got a little droplet for I was going to say that time of the month, but there's nothing wrong with the word period, so it's for when I'm on my period. So yeah, this will give me a whole condensed overview of all my tracking over the next 6 months. And it also means that if I can't be bothered to fill out my really big, deep, in-depth tracking system that I'll have for that month, I can just go back to this page and just roughly put in, and then hopefully that'll mean I've got a better overview of the whole month rather than having all these gaps and stuff, because I think there's no point in tracking stuff unless you're actually going to use that information afterwards. So once it's all in this condensed form, I'll be able to see whether or not I'm making progress, and you know, maybe if there's certain times of the month where I start falling off the wagon or anything like that. So yeah, so this next spread is my meal ideas. It's like a just quick go-to meals. If ever I'm thinking I don't know what to cook, which happens nearly every single day, I can come to this and just think, okay, here's an idea, and just pick something off this page, and then I can add new things as I try new recipes and things, because I really want to start meal planning, so that I'm not forever going, what should I cook today? So I've got just some staple meals that I know that we all like and we have quite often, but I would like to add in some more things, and then snacks, because having 3 little ones, they are constantly, Mom, what can I eat? I'm hungry, I'm hungry, I'm hungry, I'm hungry. So I need to stock up on some snacks, and I'm trying to branch out on the snacks that I give them, because they eat a lot of biscuits biscuits and crisps, and not enough fruit. I will put my hands up and say I do not feed my children enough fruit at the moment, so I'm working on it. So that is my meal ideas page. And then this next page is my meal planning cheat sheet. So I've got 4 weeks worth of meal ideas. Monday to Sunday it will be, when I've decided what I want to put in them. So it's going to be a plan of what to eat through the week, and then on the right hand side is going to be the shopping list that I need, with all the things that I need for that particular week. And hopefully that will keep me on track, and then if ever I don't have the energy to do a new meal plan or something like that, I can just pick one of these 4 and it'll be a go-to. This is just what we're going to have this week. So hopefully that will help with the meal planning situation, because I'm so tired of food going wasted or spending too much on food shopping, and you know, just feeling unorganized. I think it would take a huge amount of stress out of my day if I know exactly what I'm going to feed the kids and myself and Lee day to day. So cross your fingers that this works, because I've tried every other method and I can't seem to keep up with it. Oh yeah, I was going to tell you about this planner, the Yop Tom planner, and it came with this template thing. I should have shown it in the video, but it's on a page the same size as the pages in the book, and it gives you a rundown of it. Does the grid spacing for you basically, and if you want to put lines or boxes. So it came with that, plus it's got these little things in it that show you where the middle of the page is, like the center, the top middle, and then the vertical central line is. So I love that, but I am forever sort of flicking my hand across the page thinking it's a bit dust or something and trying to get rid of it. But it's really helpful, and I would highly recommend this planner. It's fantastic. It's my favorite. So okay, so the final page, I got random shit I need to remember. So I'm forever on the phone with appointments or school information or emails, and I think, oh, I need to write that bit down, and I usually just grab a piece of paper and chuck it on there, and then I think, where did that piece of paper go with that information on it? So this page will just be full of notes and messiness. And that's it. That is my 2022 setup. I hope you enjoyed watching it. Again, I'm sorry for the scrambled all over the place narration. What's new there? It's always the same. I have missed you guys. I've really missed you all. So I really do hope to get back to setting up and planning, because I've missed all your comments and talking to you all, and hopefully I'll get to interact with you all a bit more over the next year. I hope you all have a really lovely Christmas and happy holidays, however you might be celebrating, and a lovely new year. And yeah, fingers crossed I can get more videos out soon. So lots of love to you all, and yeah, bye.